I recently watched Jennifer Fulwiler's comedy special, The Naughty Corner. And in addition to laughing so hard I thought I was going to need emergency medical attention, I learned something really profound. So Jen is a homeschooling mom of 6, and she's also an atheist to Catholic convert. And what I noticed about her jokes, besides being completely hilarious, was that they mirrored her conversion story. She told lots of jokes about being in kind of low places and discovering something funny and joyful about them that helped her keep going. And in her book, Something Other Than God, she tells the story of how she moved from atheism to Catholicism, and it was at a really low moment in her life that she asked about her current worldview, is it really true? And it was in that moment that the seeds of hope that God had planted in her really began to grow. And I just thought that was such a beautiful connection that continues to be present and living in her life. And it was really interesting to me as I pondered this that my story in connection with hers revealed the same pattern. Back in 2014, one of Jen's kids was a 2-year-old who was wreaking havoc on Jen's life and sense of sanity. And she was feeling discouraged and wrote about this on her blog. And I left a comment on her blog saying, hey girl, you got this. It's going to be okay. This season is going to end. Keep pouring love into that little one. You can do it. Posted the comment, didn't think twice about it. A few weeks later, I looked at Jen's blog to catch up on what she was writing next, and in one of the sections of that post, she said, you guys, I don't tell you often enough how much it means to me when you write your comments on my blog. And then she copied and pasted my comment for all the world to see, and I was at work, and I just kind of slid under my desk like, oh my, and it was a little overwhelming, but also really encouraging. It let me know that I had something to offer. And I go back to that moment a lot when I'm feeling doubt as I pursue my work and my ministry, that, hey, this is real. You have a gift and you're not perfect, but it matters to people. Give it a shot. Keep going. And so I'm very thankful for that she mentioned that. But what really struck me was pondering the season of life I was in when I wrote that comment. So a few weeks before I wrote that comment, I was at such a low point in my life that one day I yelled at a bumper sticker, like outside on the street. It was bad. Downtown. And so as I put these two things next to each other, yelling at a bumper sticker and writing this beautifully encouraging comment, something doesn't add up. And what it tells me is, this wasn't just me. I didn't write this comment because I just have it together and I'm so good at life that I can just offer my perfect wisdom to everyone else. No. When I wrote that comment, I was sad. When I wrote that comment, I wasn't sure what my life meant. I wasn't sure what I meant. And yet I knew this was true, and I knew I needed to share it. And so those same seeds of hope that I see in Jen's story, in her comedy, in her conversion, I began to see them in me. I began to notice how at the bottom of my sadness and hopelessness, that this was where God met me. He said, this is where you are, and this is where we begin, you and me together. And I'm never giving up on you. And I think that comment was those seeds beginning to grow, of God saying to me, girl, you still matter. You are still mine. You are still the beautiful soul I created, and I'm never giving up on you. And you have something to share with the world. You have my love in abundance to share with anyone and everyone. And we're going to get through this together. And that was such a powerful realization for me that I don't have to be perfect to share with the world. I don't have to have everything together to begin. That wherever I am, God still loves me. That in whatever season or state of life I'm in, however I'm feeling, I still have something to give. That God doesn't stop giving to me. And so all of this has given me such encouragement and inspiration and hope. And so whatever you're going through, whatever season you're in, whatever you're feeling, I pray that you will look inside yourself, open yourself to those seeds of hope that God has already planted there. Let them begin to grow. Reach out and share your gifts. Be generous to yourself. Be generous with others. And I pray that those seeds of hope grow in you and bless the world, because you have something to give. You matter. And I look forward to seeing the unique light that you share with all of us.